This is the Help On Now podcast. My name is Cesar. I'm part of the media team. And today, we are going to have a heart-to-heart conversation with the founder. And, it's one of the most inspiring persons that I know for true. This is Chris Marlow. So, Chris, welcome to this podcast. I don't know if you need to say me welcome, Cesar, or I'm the one that is welcoming you. But anyways, it's so great to be with you on screen.
Awesome. Cesar, thank you, brother. I hope life is going well there in South America. Miss seeing you around Austin. Welcome, everyone. It's been a while since we've done a podcast. And so we're very, very excited to be here and to kind of communicate to one of the most beautiful communities that I know, and that's the Help One Out community. Some of the most generous, faithful people on the planet, trying to do good well. And I think we all know that the world has changed so much the last 4 years, and we're trying to kind of navigate so much complexity, and the world feels heavy. And yet I wrote this book called Doing Good is Simple, and people ask me all the time, do you still believe that? I'm like, I actually do. We have agency to make the world better, and we're doing that every single day. Today's conversation is connected to a campaign that we're launching called Haiti Not Forgotten. So many of you listening to this podcast, you love the country of Haiti. You love the people of Haiti. You love the food of Haiti. You love the prestige beer in Haiti. Let's be honest. We've spent a lot of time as an organization in Haiti. In 2010, we all know this massive earthquake happened in Haiti. And Help One Now was in our infancy stages. A friend of mine in Austin said, would you please come visit Haiti? We have this amazing leader. His name is John Leaks Paul. And I think Help One Now and John Leaks can do some amazing partnerships together. And so I remember going to Haiti just a few months after the earthquake and seeing the destruction and just being heartbroken over what these people have experienced. Then you begin to read the history of Haiti and the complexity of this country. And it's so deep and it's so layered. And it's a 90-minute flight from Miami. Like, it's so close to America. One thing you know for certain, when you spend time in Haiti with the beautiful people of Haiti, you will fall in love with Haiti, guaranteed. The media paints one picture of Haiti, but if you've sat at a dinner table with our people in Haiti, you know these are amazing humans created in God's image, and they're going through an incredible amount of suffering as we speak. Matter of fact, it's the thing that is daunting to me is when I think about 2010 and one of the biggest natural disasters in human history and seeing the suffering. It's probably worse today than it was in 2010. And It's really, really, really heartbreaking. So one of the things we want to do, Help One Out community, and maybe new visitors listening, is we wanted to talk to you about how we can help these people of Haiti in a time where it feels like no one's even paying attention to what is taking place in Haiti. And so the situation is really urgent. It's really, really critical. And yet one of the things that we know beyond the shadow of a doubt is there's so much hope and good happening in this country. It is unbelievable. Matter of fact, I'm going to share some stories so you can just be reminded about what God is doing and what our partners are doing and what Haitians are doing to help their own country, even in the midst of a crisis. And so maybe you're driving home, maybe you're taking a walk, maybe you're at the gym, on the treadmill. We wanted to share context because we understand life is busy. We're so inundated with visuals that sometimes we need to hear a voice and we need to understand. So this is the voice of the campaign that we're launching to really help our leaders and their communities thrive in this incredibly uncertain time. And so
I have a question.
Yes.
The name of the campaign is Not Forgotten.
Yes.
And what is the meaning behind this name, Not Forgotten?
Yeah, great question. When there's two major wars going on in the world, two significant wars. I mean, the Middle East and Europe and you're like, these are really, really consuming media. When the politics are just so heated right now, just about every single thing you see is either war or politics if you're in America right now. And so when there's this crisis going on in Haiti, no one's really paying attention to it. You don't see it in the news cycle very much. A lot of folks, a lot of nonprofits who used to be in Haiti are no longer in Haiti, kind of post-COVID, and with the kind of the dangerous situation, they've had to move for many, many decades, for better or worse. So many people would visit Haiti on short-term mission trips, and that's no longer the case. No one's visiting Haiti. They literally have been forgotten on so many levels. And what we're just reminding all of us is like, no, help one now. We're not going to forget our friends in Haiti. We're going to be with them in the best of times and the worst of times. And we know our community, the Help One Now community, and so many others. We can't help Haiti the way we want to, but it doesn't mean we can't help Haiti sustain itself in this crisis. So that way, when the crisis is over, prayerfully, hopefully, these people can begin to thrive and flourish in their context once again.
Well, great.
Awesome. So let me give you a little bit of background. I think most of you know this, but let me remind you. 2021, July 7th, I think, I get a message from a lot of people saying that the Haiti president was assassinated. So you think about this moment. We're in the midst of COVID. No one's traveling internationally at this scenario. Haiti's already going through rocky patches politically, and then the president's assassinated. It creates a vacuum, and the vacuum is filled with gangs. If you know anything about the history of Haiti, there's all kinds of Netflix documentaries on it. Feel free to shoot me a message, and I'll get you those links. Politicians use gangs to create control. They'll pay these gangs to kind of run wild and do all kinds of havoc in the country. When the president was assassinated, Haiti no longer had a working constitution or a working government. It literally became the wild, wild west, just lawless and brutal. Kidnappings, murders, all the things you could think of, all the things that we know are happening. And sadly, we don't know how to help because it's happening at such a deep level. So when this happens, and you hear about it, and at the time, COVID was happening, and we're just trying to manage COVID, and it's wild. Typically, in any given year, we would bring 30 to 50 people to Haiti. We haven't brought a person to Haiti in 4 years in the Help One Now ecosystem. Brennan has finally been able to go once on his own for 1 day. First time we've seen our kids in Ferrier for 1 day. If you've been to Ferrier, you understand the magic and the beauty and like what's happening in that community. Unbelievable hope, unbelievable progress. Ferrier is a beacon of hope and light anywhere in the world. If you go to Ferrier, you'll find hope and light. And so John Leaks called me one day and he says, brother, if you know anything about John Leaks, you know how he talks. When John Leaks calls, it's because he's got a vision and he needs help making it happen. And
that's right.
Yeah, right? Let's guess. Did you have $1 billion today? Like, no, Pastor, I don't have $1 billion. But John Leaks is a visionary, and the Help One Now community, we fund the vision and we see the impact. That's our role, is to tell his story and help fund his vision so the local church in Haiti can thrive and flourish in John Leaks' ministry. John Leaks just told me, this is getting really dangerous. I think I'm going to have to get an armored car. Can you help me get an armored car? And I'm like, really, Pastor? That's not normally kind of what he does. He's kind of a trust God type guy. And he's like, no, it's really bad. And so thankfully, Help One Now, along with some other partners, were able, I think it was about a $75,000 fundraise to get him this amazing armored car. It's basically his truck armored. And sure enough, a few months later, there was an attempted kidnapping, and basically he and his wife Malin were able to get in the car, shut the doors, and people shot up the car. I mean, he sent me the video, and it's horrific. And so I'm thinking he almost lost his life, and an armored car is what saved his life. A few months ago, his home was attacked, and multiple gang members broke in, and there literally was a shootout in Haiti, and Pastor almost lost his life in that shootout. And if you know anything about Pastor John Leaks, you know this. He's okay with dying. He understands that's part of the gospel. Like when you love someone, when you serve someone, sometimes you suffer to help other people thrive and flourish. And as a pastor of one of the largest churches in the Caribbean, he literally has got a security team, and he's definitely got protocols in place. And he brought his family to the States to protect them. And he's going back and forth. But one thing great leaders understand is sometimes they're in the crosshairs of complexity, and he is in that crosshairs as we speak. And so the crisis is severe and it's complicated, yet at the same time, there's so much good happening, and we want to talk about that good. So people ask me all the time, hey, Chris, don't you think it's time to back out of Haiti? And I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean back out? Like, don't you think we're not using funds very well by serving the people of Haiti? I'm like, these are our friends. These are our fellow Christ followers. We're part of the family together called the church. These are people we've done life together for a decade. We've invested in one another. John Leaks has invested in Help One Now, probably more than Help One Now has invested in John Leaks. He's been a significant guide to the work that we've been doing across the world. John Leaks was the first core leader to say, Chris, if you want to do good and you want to do it well, this is how you should do it. Matter of fact, we're going to ask you to sponsor kids for the first time in 6 or 7 years. Each kid needs 7 sponsorships. Pastor John Leaks one day was having a cup of coffee with me. We were sponsoring kids one time. And these are 24/7 kids that we care for all over Haiti. And he's all like, brother, like, what do you, like, how is $35 a month going to help us take care of these kids? It takes about $200 a month at the time to take care of these kids. Like, we need more sponsorship so we can really take care of them really, really well. And that's when we decided to do our multi-sponsorship program, because we recognize these aren't kids who live with family. These are kids that need 24/7 care, all the care you can imagine. And it makes sense. And our Help One Now community, we're like, of course that makes sense. Yes, it's expensive to care for a child. And so John Leaks was our guide, and we listened very closely to him. So I want to just let you know that Help One Now is fully committed to the people of Haiti. We are committed in the best of times. We're committed in the worst of times. We understand that life doesn't always work out the way we want it, and we understand that part of what it means to love and serve people is to suffer, and sometimes it's just really, really hard. But just know this, we're committed. Doesn't mean we're not using wisdom. We're trying to put money in investments that are really going to help humans flourish and sustain themselves. We're not building big projects. We're kind of being as under the shadows, if you will, as best we can. But we've gotten to a place for the first time in years, really because of a few reasons. One, we don't get to visit Haiti. So think about how many of us would go visit. We would bring our friends. We would come back and we would tell their story. We would fundraise. We would ask our friends, our church, our neighbors to get involved. This is how we funded the work of Help One Now for 15 years. In Haiti, we haven't had one Help One Now person there in 4 years, going on 5, and we just don't know when we're going to be able to go back. So little by little, slowly, attrition starts happening. Donors drop off, child sponsorships drop off. And then it's not because people don't care, it's because there's a little bit of natural drift. And one of the things we want to remind everyone with this campaign is we need you to care. We need you to step in and say, I've been a part of Haiti, and even if I've dropped off, I want to get back involved in Haiti. If you're already involved, stick with us. Stick with the people of Haiti. There's good, powerful progress happening even as we speak. But for the first time in a long time, we're at this critical space, and this is why we're launching this campaign, where in about a month, schools will start again. They pushed them back, and then we don't have the full funding to start all these schools. And when you think about, that it's obviously inflation, it's expensive to start these schools. And this is really critical, because if we don't get kids in schools, there will be a crisis. Most of our kids, the community kids, so these are kids we don't sponsor 24/7. Our 24/7 kids in Faraday Village and the ones we care for, we're asking to sponsor them to sustain the work. We're trying to raise $50,000 one time. That way we can help get these schools back going, opening up in just a few weeks from now. And it's critical because here's what will happen. If the school doesn't open, kids won't eat. Many of these kids will move into malnourishment or starvation. This is factual, by the way. This is not Help One Now saying this. These are organizations far bigger than us saying Haiti's on the verge of a food insecurity crisis. 2, the kids will not be safe. mom and dad have to find a way to work every day, and kids will be home alone. And we know two things will happen: significant trafficking, and the gangs will take advantage of this moment. If these kids are not in school, they are not safe. The other thing that we're dealing with right now is teachers who have participated in our schools for almost a decade. They won't be able to teach, and their families are going to fall apart. I mean, they're on the edge of this reality. And so we are trying to keep these schools going because it's the fabric of society. We can't fix everything in Haiti, but if we can keep these schools open, we can keep kids attending school, teachers teaching school, and we can make a huge, significant impact. And so what we're asking to do in this campaign is to help us keep these schools open. Kids can come, they can be educated, they can be safe, they can be nourished. Teachers can come and teach in the midst of hard moments. Even in places right now where there's wars going on, people are still trying to make their society better by showing up to schools and helping kids in the midst of it all. And so in Haiti, we know the Kenyan army has recently arrived, and they're kind of beginning to build out infrastructure to create more safety. So I was with John Leaks last week, and he actually was hopeful for the first time in a long time. And there is progress happening in Haiti. What we're trying to do with this campaign is make sure our kids who attend school can keep these patterns and these rhythms, so at least there's some sense of health. And so Haiti is a complicated place. It's a beautiful place. It's a place God loves. Haiti doesn't have the special curse on it like so many people think. But ultimately, Haiti is a place that needs our help. It needs our friendship. It needs our generosity. It needs our commitment in these times. And so we have not forgotten the campaign. It's just a quick reminder for the Help One Now community, to the Help One Now other communities, or even other nonprofits, or other people who maybe they love Haiti and they've gotten disconnected from Haiti, and they're like, wait, I want to help Haiti. And this is just a chance for us to all practically help our friends in Haiti.
Yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking, all the things that you are sharing, Chris. And we are not, and you especially, you are not overreacting. This is serious stuff. It's serious stuff. And when people give to Help One Now or other organizations trying to help Haiti, it's like a ripple effect. I mean, it's not just sending someone to school. Yeah. It's a family changer. It's a society changer. It's like everything is impact because someone is studying instead of being with the gangs, or instead of being, I don't know, doing other stuff. I mean, that thing can change the course of a family forever. And sometimes we don't think about how important it is to be involved in something like this. That's why when you said Haiti is not forgotten, yeah, I believe it. I believe what you're saying.
When you said something really important there, for those of you that may be listening to this podcast because you love Haiti, and you're involved in other organizations that love Haiti outside of Help One Now, be committed. Hang in there with those organizations. I know it's not easy, but it's worth it. And so here's a couple things. I would rather be committed to these kids than kind of walk away from them. And so one of the things we're asking you to do is kind of three things. One, we want to raise $50,000 in 50 days to support Pastor Cesar and Pastor John Leaks' incredible work in Haiti. That will support schools in Haiti. It will help support the overall Ferrier Village community, which does include Ferrier Village kids that most of you know that we've kind of rescued about 10 years ago. Some of these kids are growing up, they're getting older, it's unbelievable. And it will help kind of support that whole community as a whole. There's a preschool, there's a secondary school. There's, literally from a tiny baby to a high school in Ferrier, you can go through the whole education track. There's all kinds of light happening in Ferrier. The gangs are mostly in Port-au-Prince proper, and the communities outside of Port-au-Prince are protecting their communities so gangs don't take it over. We want to help these communities protect their kids as they protect their community. So the $50,000 will go basically to keeping schools open in 2024 and 2025. our kids at Ferrier, we've lost about 50 sponsorships over the last 3 or 4 years with natural attrition. Inflation has skyrocketed. It's so much more expensive now than ever to help serve these kids. We all know that. We feel it here back home. We know inflation has skyrocketed. We're at a critical time where we need 50 people to step up, or we need 50 sponsorships. So you can sponsor one child, three kids, whatever you can do. This is a huge moment. So every $500 one time will help a kid go to school for a year and will help a teacher be paid in that year. So it's like a double impact moment. And so maybe you can give a one-time 100, 500, 5,000, whatever you can do. It's a pot of money that will go towards this $50,000 goal. The second thing is back to the sponsorships. When you sponsor the Ferrier kids, that's going to go directly to the Ferrier community, Rosna, the house moms, those kids. It's going to help keep the village open. It's going to help make sure the kids are fed and clothed, and they can also go to school. You know, there's an amazing local church thriving in that community. And so we're asking two things. One time, $50,000, 50 kids sponsor. You can sponsor one, you can sponsor 5. And the third thing we're asking you to do is think about who else would love to be involved in serving the country of Haiti. And maybe it's someone who used to serve Haiti and they don't know where to go now because the nonprofit is shut down, or many nonprofits have moved out of Haiti and went to the Dominican. But now they're kind of serving in the Dominican. There's a lot of Haitians in the Dominican, so they can even be serving Haitians in the Dominican, but they're not in Haiti. We're in Haiti. We're there serving our people. We're loving our people, and we need your support now more than ever to sustain these kids, to sustain the village, and to help John Leaks and our other leaders thrive and flourish in that community.
Yeah, we will throw some links on the description of this podcast, and to just go there and commit it with your help, because it's something that is profoundly needed in Haiti. Chris, did you want to say some final words?
Closing, help one out community. You're amazing. You show up over and over and over and over. This is who we are. This is what we do. We want to love our neighbor. We want to serve our neighbor. We do it locally in our backyards. We do it globally in a place like Haiti. This is a moment to step up, and literally, I promise you, you will keep kids alive. Literally, it's not desperate of a scenario. Your impact will just reach so far right now. So help us, help these kids. And Pastor John Leaks, I love you all. I'm thankful for you all. And we have agency to make the world better, and we're going to continue to do that.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Chris, for sharing all of this. Thank you all that are listening this podcast. Thank you for taking the time to hear carefully. Please share this podcast with someone else. This is a huge challenge. It's a challenge that is worthy to share with other people. Please do that. Maybe someone will resonate with this challenge and they can make a difference. We're not here talking for the sake of Helman now. We're here talking for the sake of the families and the children in Haiti. So thank you very much. Have a nice week.
Thanks, everyone.